My name is Jerome Marrington, and I'm with Acumen Transformations and AT Coach Force. And today I want to talk to you guys about your imagination. I want to talk to you a little bit about what we lost when we get older and we grow up, so to speak. We start losing our use of our imagination. When we're kids, we have make believe friends, and even when we have real friends and we have toys and Legos and I can't remember the name of the other little connect a set that you use, but whether you played with trucks or cowboys and Indians or the little army men or the cars, whatever you did as a kid, you invoked and used your imagination, and you were very creative in doing so. And so now, as we get older, we've become less uh, resolved and less involved in using our imagination to help us create new things and develop those things. We all had dreams growing up. I once upon a time thought I wanted to be a doctor, and then I thought I wanted to be an architect. But now, what I want to focus on is talking about re invoking your imagination, bringing that back to life, and really creating an atmosphere within yourself and around you that allows you not only to pursue your dreams, but to actually make them come alive. So, what are we talking about? Some of us, you know, we replaced our make believe friends and our pursuit of sports and, becoming the astronaut or the doctor with playing video games and watching internet porn or pursuing activities that relied less and less on imagination and more on what someone else was able to provide to you. So I want you to take a step back. I want you to think about a time when you were really excited about what you were doing and why you were doing it. I want you to focus on something that's important to you. I want you to take a moment. I'll pause the video, and I want you to write down at least three things that are very important to you, three things that you feel very strongly about that you want to accomplish. And it's not about money, it's not about opportunity. If you could shake your hand today and make these things happen. And I'm talking about good things, I'm talking about positive things, nothing negative, nothing that would bring harm to someone else, but something that would make your life better. And now I want you to think about, what does that look like when it happens, when you accomplish what you're actually focused on? How do you feel? What kind of excitement is going on with you? What kind of joy, what kind of energy do you have? Now, I want you to take that feeling. I want you to take that joyous, fulfilling energy, and I want you to kind of put it into those ideas that we took time to write down a few minutes ago. So let me back up. If you want to do this correctly, take a moment, come up with three items. Doesn't matter what they are. And when you write those down, as we go through this exercise, what I want you to do is I want you to take a moment and focus very clearly on why you want those three things. And then I want you to look at not so much the items, but the feelings that you'll have once they're accomplished. Whether it's money, whether it's a relationship, whether it's something tangible that you can touch and feel, whatever the case may be, how will you feel once that occurs? Now, here's where your imagination comes into place. We use our imagination for a multitude of things, but I want you to specifically do this. I want you to take the time and really concentrate on, if this occurs, whether it's a goal, a dream, or a financial reward, or something in the way of abundance, or something material, or even a person, whatever it is, I want you to see yourself making that happen. I want you to see the situation occurring exactly as you believe it can. And I want you to take a moment, and I want you to take in a really deep, long breath and hold it, and then push out any fear, any uncertainty, any doubt that that particular goal, whether it's one goal or the three goals, will occur in the time frame that you've set. You're going to use your imagination. You're going to create a level of specificity about when you want it to occur. Be realistic. If you're asking for $1 million based on what you currently do, for that $1 million to occur, think of ways in which $1 million can be drawn onto you. Don't put any limitations on it. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to win the lottery. It doesn't mean that somebody in your family has to die. But draw onto yourself something that will help generate that $1 million. And so if your focus is about a person, describe to yourself, what does that person look like? What do they smell like? How do they treat you? How do you respond to them? So you just don't want to draw in, I want a beautiful person to come into my life, and I want to love them and we have great sex. Well, actually, you want to be a little more specific. How do you want this person to treat you? How do you want this person to treat your family? How do you want this peer person to be around your children if you have children? All of these things are important. So you want to be very clear about what it is that you want. Because believe it or not, some of you, many of you, have already used what I call the art of power thinking. You've actually been using it. You just didn't know what it was called. And it's got many names. You can hear things like the law of attraction or manifestation. All of these things have the same purpose and focus. It's about drawing the right things for the right reasons to you, and consciously using the energy within your imagination to determine how you want things to happen and when you want them to happen. And you don't necessarily know how that's all going to work out. So the affirmation I want you guys to start using is very simple. It's basically a case of you saying, I, that's you, love and trust my imagination. And so think about that. That seems rather simple. So it's got a two-pronged purpose. The first part is I love. That means you're talking about I love myself. I trust is saying not only do I love myself, but I trust myself. That means this is not about mom and dad. This is not about your siblings or your friends. This is about you. This is about you being excited about and creating a solution within yourself. So if you understand that and you appreciate that, this is what I want you to do. For the next 21 days or more, I want you to repeat that affirmation. I love and trust my imagination. Very simple, very straightforward. My name is Jerome Arrington. If you're interested in learning more or doing more, please respond in comments to this video. I'll be happy to reach out to you. Or you can always find me on Facebook or Twitter, and look forward to hearing from you guys. Talk to you soon.